Well, hello Aquarius. Welcome to my table. My name is Toni, and this is the Twin Flame forecast for Virgo season. So, hello to you if you are a returning subscriber. I love it when you come on back. And hello if you are brand new here. Like I said, my name is Toni. I'm always so glad that y'all show up and you find me. So, what we are doing is we are going to create a sacred container where we will welcome in and we invite our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space, and we disinvite and disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And now we're going to set our intentions for calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in our angels, ancestors, guardians and guides, guardians of the four corners, Mother of the earth, Father of the sky, sacred ones, we call upon you and we welcome you here now. We ask you, please be present with us and please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. Okay, Aquarius, so are you ready? So just a couple quick reminders. When I say divine feminine and divine masculine, divine means holy, feminine and masculine do not refer to one specific gender. I could be speaking to you, Aquarius, or you could be the cross watcher and your twin flame could be the Aquarius. So in other words, take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, even if it's just like one sentence, that was what was meant for you to hear, that was what was meant for you to hear. And what's the last thing? Oh, yes. I pray over every deck of cards before I shuffle them. So anytime you see me praying, if you have on headphones, turn down that volume a little bit. You don't want it to be loud in your ears when I shuffle, okay? And I mean, since you stuck around for the minute 53 of this, you should just go ahead and give me a thumbs up while I'm thinking about it. Just go ahead and get it out that way. Hit that little button. We all good? We all good? All right. All right. I like it. You give me a little energy. I give you a little energy. I like it. All right. Aquarius, we are going to begin with you this month. And looking at the back of the box, looking at the where in the heck is this camera? The Romance Angels Oracle. It's in front of me, and yet somehow I don't line up with it very well. I know y'all can't see what I just did, but it got a little hairy over here for a second. All right, here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Messages, please, for Aquarius. What is the energy Aquarius brings to the table with their twin flame during Virgo season? What is the energy surrounding Aquarius and in their twin flame relationship this Virgo season? Tell me about Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? Hang on just one second. There we go. We have separation. Dag freaking gummit. I called it. So now I am 9 for 9, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, thank you very much. Thank you. Just give myself a little small clap. So here's the deal. You and Gemini and Libra all have not the exact same card, but one of them is like for yourself and the other one is like release your ex. And what did you get? Separation. I don't remember. I have done all let's see, we're in Virgo season. So I started with the earth signs. They all had the same message, all the earth element signs. And then I did the water signs. They all had the same message. And apparently you air signs have the same opening message, because here you are. And yours says separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So let's talk about that. For those of you who are already in union with your twin flame, it could physically mean you are going to separate, like you are literally going to separate. Maybe you need some time apart to figure things out. Now, for some of you, that literal separation could just be that they're going on a business trip. It could just be that, they're going to go visit their mom or their sister. It doesn't mean like this is forever or even temporary. It's just like, this is just this week and I'll see you on Sunday, So for some of you, this is very literal. All right. Now, for those of you who have never met your twin, you still have never met, you've never been in union. This is a confirmation of the separation of you and your twin. Now remember, separation is illusion. You are never fully separated from your twin flame. You could not possibly be. You share a soul. And so you can communicate up in the 5D. You share a soul. You feel each other all the time. You're never physically fully separated. But this is just a confirmation for some of you that this separation, the physical 3D separation, is probably going to go on a little bit longer. Now is not the time. All right, so let's just see about that. We'll find out. Let's look at your twin flame. We're going to look at the Lover's Oracle. Close enough. There we go. Angels, ancestors, wow, and bam, it said. This is a beautiful card. I've never actually seen this one before. Okay. Hey, let me just kind of take a look at it. Again, we've got those butterflies coming out. This is the theme that in all the other air signs, their twins had butterflies on their cards. And I assure you, not every card in this deck has a butterfly. Look, there's a card sitting on top. Not one single butterfly. The card underneath that, not one single butterfly. But all three of your twin flames all pull cards with butterflies. Butterflies, as you know, is about transformation and also about being set free, okay? So here's that butterfly again, and also something else I noticed a lot of you had, at least two, if not all three of you had, something about your third eye being activated with tears. It's almost like, for those of you who are in separation or have gone through separation with your twin, it's almost like that those tears that you've cried and that they have cried, specifically your twin flame has cried over the separation, washed away the veil, and now their third eye has finally been opened. They're able to see some truth they couldn't see before. Because if you look at the card, see she's got those tears, she's got that third eye activated, the butterflies, and there's her heart. And let me tell you what it says. Only time will tell. So only time will tell about this relationship. So yes, currently you are actually in separation, I'm going to assume. And whether you've met each other or you haven't, if you've met each other, you're probably more than likely in separation with your twin. And for those of you who are still in separation, it's going to be a little bit more time. That's what this is saying. Your twins card's kind of confirming. Yeah, time will tell what will happen. So let's look at the tarot. We're going to look at the Souls on Fire. Shout out to Mary Jo at Soulful Revolution. We get a chance to check her out, all right? Love her so much. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Messages, please, for Aquarius and their twin flame. What does Aquarius need to know about the blocks coming between them and their twin flame? And what can Aquarius do to lift these blocks and move from the shadow to the light? All right, so what is the current wall? What is the block coming between Aquarius and their twin flame? So 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands, this is public success, victory, and recognition. And so there's something about one of you stands out. Let me get a little clarity here. But what I'm hearing is it's like one of you maybe wants to take this relationship public and the other, and let it be publicly recognized, and the other one is not ready for that. Let's get a little clarity here. Yep, is not ready for it, the Hermit. Yeah, so one of you, yep, there's Leo, the Strength. There is, wow, look at all these major arcana. The Taurus, the Hierophant, and the 9 of Wands, Chiron, the Wounded Healer, absolutely. One of you is not ready. It feels like one of the twins, I'm not sure if it's you, Aquarius, or your twin, is not only aware of this twin flame path, but maybe even knows who their twin flame is and is ready to go full head first dive into it. The other one is not, and that is keeping the separation happening, okay? Whether this is because you've literally actually separated, or if you've never met, if you're just in separation because you've never been in union, that person either doesn't believe in twin flames, has negative beliefs about twin flames, or whatever it is, their subconscious belief somehow is keeping them from you. They're not ready to come forward on this path. They don't want to take this twin flame path with you. In fact, they're perfectly happy being by themselves. Clarifiers to that, you've got Leo, Hierophant, and the Chiron, the 9 of Wands there. I mean, like literally, they're perfectly happy doing their own thing. Their pride tells them that, they need to be by themselves. They're listening to their ego here a lot. They're letting the ego get in their way, but their pride is what's holding them back. It's keeping them in the belief that they need to be alone for this path. towards enlightenment does not involve twin flames. This is a solo path. And that's what this is. They believe that this path towards enlightenment is a solo path. And so the pride is keeping them, literally, the pride is holding them back. The Nine of Wands is keeping them very defensive. And they just, I believe your twin is subconsciously keeping themselves from you. They just, they're like, no. The twin flame thing is not a thing. It's not real. Excuses, defensive. Ego. No, I can do this alone. I can do this whole ascension, enlightenment thing. I don't need a twin. And no, nobody needs a twin. But wouldn't it be really cool to have, your soul and it's fully put together form and to be given the gifts of activation that happen when you and your twin get together. So if this is your twin, if you've never been in union with your twin, if you're separated because your twin is probably putting up kind of a subconscious block, this is one of those things that you can really do. There's a lot you can do yourself to help ease their fears, to help ease their, get them to trust and have faith and to have hope. There's a lot. I'm not going to get into that. This is a short little tarot reading. I would highly suggest you get into that little search bar up there and you're like, what can I do to get, what can I do on the 5D to help my twin? There's so much you can do. Okay. All right. So, and just praying for them that they release fear. Pray for them to release fear, to release doubt, anxiety, worry, and fear, to stand in their truth, to stand, bravely in their truth and their full expression. And as they stand in their truth and their full expression, they will magnetically polarize right towards you. All right, so advice for you, Aquarius. Spirit, what advice we have for Aquarius about their twin flame this Virgo season? What will help Aquarius this Virgo season about the twin flame? Advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Just one card, please. Just, no. They're like, no, we're going to give you 15 cards. You're going to be here all day. There we go. I love it when this card comes out. So this is one of these bonus cards that came in this deck. Mary Jo included it. This is called Raising Consciousness. I love it. First of all, you look, she's a butterfly. So there's that butterfly. There's that transformation, setting yourself free. This is about standing in your truth. This is exactly the same message that Gemini and Libra got. This is and the quickest way that you, with the most amount of work you can do to encourage your twin is not pick up the phone and encourage them. It's not to, yes, praying helps. Don't get me wrong. But it's to stand in your own truth. It's to raise your own consciousness. It's to raise your own vibration as you focus on yourself, as you work on your own truth and standing in your own authenticity and raising your vibration and choosing to serve others and be an example to others. As you do that, you are raising the consciousness around you. As you raise your consciousness and your vibration, you impact all the people around you. They feel that energy and they can't help but be impacted by that. That'll create a ripple impact, a ripple effect, and that ripple effect will, even if it doesn't bring your twin flame back, what it does is it at least starts amending your world and bringing back you and all aspects of yourself that you have given away and lost over the years come back, and you get reintegrated with your true self, and you get to know yourself as you raise your consciousness. And this is just good for you. So really focus on you. Focus on you right now. There's a gift in this separation, and the gift of the separation is that you get to do you, boo. Okay? All right. So what can be done to help Aquarius and their twin move from the shadow towards the light this Virgo season? What can be done to help Aquarius and their twin move from the shadow to the light this Virgo season, please, Spirit? We have Temperance and we have the Queen of Cups. And I don't normally take two, but we will definitely take these two together. Temperance, Sagittarius there. Okay, so your twin could be a Sagittarius. And then you've got the Queen of Cups, so water signs. And then you've got fire signs here again. So another Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Okay, so if you don't know who your twin is, just calling out the signs I say. This is about taking the path of least resistance and creating a world that's heart-centered. This is about, okay, so you have to understand, this is Archangel Michael right here, okay? This is standing by taking the path of least resistance, what I mean is you're standing in alignment with your higher self and you are going the path that you're meant to be going. And therefore, if you're on that path, that's the path of least resistance. The path of alignment is always the path of least resistance, okay? And so that's what they're trying to say. What you should be focusing on, you say she's got her back to you. She's not looking at the twins. She's not looking at you. She's looking at her future. She's trying to create a life that is heart-centered, that comes from her heart, that's focused and makes her heart-centered, heart-focused, her whole life. Like, and by that I mean, like, let me use me as an example. My life is very heart-centered and heart-focused. I get up all day. I'm taking care and serving. And I don't mean it at my own expense. I never mean that. I take care of my needs as well. I very much take care of my needs. I've got my whole little beauty routine, my exercise routine, my eating routine, my socializing is always scheduled out. I have vacations always planned. I have time with my best friends to spend, my family, my children. I really prioritize my own health always. So I'm not doing this at my own sake. What I'm saying is I get up every day, and because I live my full self-expression, I'm able to serve, and I'm able to live a life that's heart-focused and heart-centered. So I put my husband first, my children first, my clients first, and my life just feels very like love is at the center of everything I do, of every transaction I make every day, of every conversation I have, of every choice I make. It's all centered in love. And it's because I've created a life I love so much that everything about my life is love. And even when crap hits, I have this beautiful base to support me to get it through. And so that's what we mean. It's that you right now are taking the path of least resistance, you and your twin too. And as you both work on healing yourself and moving into alignment with your higher self and creating a life of heart focus, heart center, and it's no coincidence that your twin has that heart right there out in the center. As you two move towards this heart-centered alignment, you are going to naturally gravitate and polarize right back to each other. Card at the bottom of the deck, in other words, what is the underlying reason for this reading for you today? Heck yeah, there is Aries, the Magician. This is about manifesting the reality that you want and understanding that you don't need anybody or anything to do this. You have all the tools you need right in front of you to manifest the life of your dreams. Get to it, Aquarius. Get to it. All right. To get to creating, take the path of least resistance by creating a life that is heart-centered. I love this message so much for you, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, that was awesome. And if you loved it as much as I do, be sure you give me a thumbs up. Or if you haven't, or you've already done that, and you really want to give me a little extra love, you know, you can be extra cool and hit that little subscribe button down there. I promise you never have to come back. But if you would just hit that little button, you have no idea how much it would mean to me as creators. We really depend on y'all giving us a little engagement and interaction with us. So we really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to every single one of you who has subscribed and hit that like button. It means the world to me. I love you so much. So come on back next month for Libra season. All right, Aquarius, until I see you again, you stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. Love you, Aquarius.